Hey everyone, it's Dustin. Want to jump on and make a quick video really quick for you guys. I also want to let you know that I'm just getting over COVID, which is why I am not looking my best or feeling my best and in a comfortable hoodie. But I wanted to jump on and let you know about your concerns on the DNA genetic testing that you did for type 2 diabetes. I want you to know, just because your screening shows that you are predispositioned for type 2 diabetes doesn't actually mean you're going to get type 2 diabetes. It just means your genetics are kind of wired for you to be susceptible to it. So in return, we have to really watch what we eat and what we're doing to the body. It just means that we need to be hyper focused on making sure that our diet is on point. So when I talk about diet, I really want you to understand it's not just cutting sugary drinks out and everything else. It's truly focusing on getting that protein intake first. Protein meaning like a nice lean protein. So chicken breast, turkey breast, anything that is in the word breast is going to ultimately be a leaner meat. So I always tell everyone leaner white meats. If you do like a red meat, you can go to the grocery store and find like 80 or 98% lean meat, and that is something that you can take a deep dive in, and that's kind of your starting point. So whenever you're looking at this like predisposition for type 2 diabetics, I want you to start by diet meaning focus on the protein first. So prioritize protein. And the type of protein I want you to prioritize is lean white meat. So turkey breast, chicken breast, right? Everything that has breast in there is going to be the leanest part of the fat. Second is going to be adding, more vegetables, more green vegetables into your diet. So with the vegetables, like green leafy vegetables are really good for you. And I tell everyone, eat like a fist-sized veggie 3 times a day. That's going to help fill you up. And then last is going to be your carb intake. And then carbs, I tell everyone keep them light. So like rice, like jasmine rice, brown rice, kind of like a nice light carb, a little bit of a sweet potato, and kind of eat your plate that way, prioritizing protein, vegetables, and then the carb. And that's going to be a really healthy, balanced diet for you. Next, I also want you to pick up the fact that we're not really worried about sugar as we are insulin, right? Like everyone is fixated on type 2 diabetics being sugar, but it's more of also that insulin component. It's really like insulin resistance and everything else, and making sure we maintain kind of like a nice homeostasis in a sense. So second objective is going to be exercise. Truly, studies show that exercising 30 minutes a day, like a power walk, swift walk, really helps with kind of balancing the insulin, blood sugars, and everything else, and getting your kind of cardiovascular up and keeping you healthy and making sure you don't kind of go into that type 2 diabetic stage. Next, I always tell everyone, follow up with your healthcare provider, ultimately getting labs done annually, getting all of the blood work checked, making sure you're on top of all of that, seeing a functional healthcare provider, right, that really focuses on functional medicine versus just like treating the cause with medication. When you go to the doctor, right? Like a lot of times when you go to the doctor, you're like, oh, you're, type 2 diabetic, here's metformin. Well, how about we go back to kind of, root cause treating. So we're going to work with a functional medicine provider who helps teach and educate you, just like I'm doing, kind of how to avoid becoming a type 2 diabetic, so you don't have to go to the doctor and get on type 2 diabetic medication. Also, like, maybe jump on like a little glucose monitor, start monitoring your glucose, or your little insulin glucose monitors. So that way you're seeing when your insulin and sugar are throughout the day, kind of balancing that balance. I even read the other week that if you eat like your protein first, again, back to what I was saying in the beginning, if you eat your protein first and then have sugar right afterwards, monitoring your glucose, it shows that you don't get that massive spike in your insulin than just eating sugar. It actually shows that you can have the sugar and still maintain balance, but you have to eat that protein/carb first. So tell everyone, eat a little bit of sugar too sometimes. Just, make sure you know what you're doing. Anyways, I hope this video was beneficial for you. Thanks for hanging in there with me with my raspy voice and everything else. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to all the feedback and everything else that you may have, and really learning more in this course, as I can't wait to deep dive more into this. I'm This is great. Like, this is my crunch. I love it. So thanks again. I look forward to chatting with everyone again soon. So thanks. Bye.